Well, looks like Jesus and Zinchenko's wizardry has been revealed by the captain of Arsenal, known as Martin Odegaard, and Mikel Arteta has gone ahead and really issued a very huge update on why Arsenal need to go international break when they're 8 points clear ahead of Manchester City. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Most of you have been asking yourselves that today, when Arsenal is taking on Crystal Palace at Emirates, who is that player that is going to be included into the match squad to sit in for the injured William Saliba? We finally got the name, and the man is expected to really be included into that squad. I think you watched him in the preseason, and he really played very well. Good height, good player, but he might not find himself starting. But it's time for him to appear onto the match squad of Arsenal. Rokani David is my name. Good morning. It's a Sunday. Where are you? And hope some of you are going to church. If at all you're going to pray from home as me, because for me I pray from home, continue doing that, and it's highly called in for. So don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 13,000 subscribers. I'm realized by, is it 300 subscribers? So guys, continue to subscribe and let's see ourselves hitting that milestone. Now, Odegaard, the captain of Arsenal, has gone ahead and revealed the magic or the wizardry that these two players bring, all brought at Arsenal. And he said to Mail Sport that they just bring different thinking. They have the experience and people listen to them when they talk. They are calm under pressure and add a lot of things. The whole team is helping each other, so that is the main thing. Now, if they're the best things that God gave Arsenal this season, it's Zinchenko and Jesus. When you look at the team, they are the only two players that were not regular starters in the squad of Arsenal last season, because Ramsdale was there last season, Ben White was there, Gabriel was there, and I think Saliba. There are three players: Saliba, Jesus, and Zinchenko. They are the reason as to why Arsenal is on the top of the table right now, especially Jesus and Zinchenko. Why? Saliba, where he comes in from, he was not a winner. That's it. But these two players have been at Man City and have lifted very many trophies. They've known what it takes to win for a team. And they knew that if a team collected 69 points last season, that is Arsenal, it could win a trophy next season. That's why Zinchenko and Jesus, on their arrival, they found a talk around the dressing room that we are fighting for top 4. And obviously, that was the plan of Arsenal from the top hierarchy of the club, from Arteta, Kroenke, Edu, Vinay, the CEO, and the son to Kroenke. Their main aim was, we want to go in Europe, and that is the Champions League. So, Jesus comes in through Zinchenko. They tell them, guys, the plan has changed. The plan has changed. We are going in for the trophy. And that's why Odegaard is talking about these players listening to them. I think you've just heard it here a lot into the statement that they are calm under pressure. The whole team is helping each other, so that is the main thing. They have the experience and the people listen to them when they talk. Why? They've gained that mandate to talk. Do you know why? When they came in at the club, even Zinchenko said it when they beat us, Manchester United, 3-2, that when Zinchenko came in and Jesus, they found these players talking about Champions League, top 4. He told them, we are winning the trophy. The players never believed in themselves. They just told them that let's go and really play the game and let's fight for the title. And right now, with 11 games to go, Arsenal are just 5 points ahead of City. So, as it stands, these players that never believed in what Zinchenko and Jesus told them are really seeing it revealing itself right now. And that's why they have every reason to pay an ear to what these two are really saying. It was like they're prophesying that Arsenal is going to win the trophy. Most of the players saw it as a miracle, but obviously it is really happening in real time. It's happening in real time, and obviously they are really winning, and obviously everyone is excited about the Arsenal side. So that's what Odegaard has talked about these two. Then after talking about Zinchenko and Jesus, he went one-on-one to a player known as Gabriel Jesus, who just returned from injury. He has been out for 3 months and he's back doing the needful. Now, Gabriel Jesus is a great addition to the squad. Again, he gives so much. He gives so much every day in training. He comes in and trains like it's a game. He gives everything in all situations, so it's great to have him back. So, if you are missing a character of Jesus in your team, you are missing lots of things. You know, he might not come in with a lot of goals into the season, but he just finds himself making the entire team looking better. And you saw how Arsenal dropped off when they're playing Sporting Lisbon on Thursday when Jesus was taken off, because he offers a lot of threat. You get? You know, he's a kind of player who doesn't even need to be marked by 2 or 3 players because he can take them on. He's a player who puts the entire backline on tenterhooks. You get? Every time he gets that ball, you cannot predict what he's going to do. Like the chance he got, I think towards the end of the first half, against Sporting Lisbon, he got the ball at the edge of the 18 box area, and using his quick feet, he went past 2-3 players and created a chance in a scenario that you expected no chance to be created. So every time he's in his domain, the opponents are really afraid. And I support United. Lisandro Martinez is one of the best defenders in the Premier League. And he's hard, good at game reading, and few players have gone past him. But however much Mohamed Salah sent him down to the floor back to Argentina, when he was asked about who is the toughest opponent he has ever faced, do you know the name he mentioned? He said Jesus. He said Jesus, guys. A player like Jesus is hard to mark. Why? You are not going to bully him because he's also a bully. He has the physicality with him, has the skill set, and his mobility makes it hard for you to really gauge a plan of marking him. That's it. So you must be having the entire back four when it's really on alert that when he comes my side, I'll stop him. So if at all there is any loose end into your back four, then he'll use that as the loophole to really bring you down. But the leadership skills, the way he keeps going, you know, players like Jesus are really good to be having in your team because they increase the hardworking spirit of your players. Why? No player at Arsenal has won like Jesus. You get? But the way he's hungry for more just surprise all the players around Arsenal. They say, all right, if he's hungry like that, why aren't we not hungry like that too? So Jesus is a player that you need to reckon with at Arsenal in their title winning hopes and struggle. Odegaard also said, of course, Jesus has been at Man City and won a few things there so he can help with his experience and his energy as well. Great to have him back. So this guy, you know, when I start talking about Jesus, I cannot stop. Because he is really that spaceman that every team would love to have. You tell me to have Jesus at United, I'll tell you I get him. To me, in Arsenal, there are 2 players that I will happily take to Manchester United. 1, Martin Odegaard. 2, or secondly, Jesus. Those are the 2 players I could happily uproot from Arsenal and take to Manchester United because I know those are kind of the players we are missing in our team. That's it. You know, people don't know that Odegaard can play well as a right attacking midfielder. You know, I can play him wide right where Anthony plays and he can get us best results because he's so much composed and good on the ball and he rarely puts a foot wrong. So those are the 2 players in Arsenal that I believe fit into that Erik ten Hag system. When you say Bukayo Saka, I think my problem with Bukayo Saka is that he's predictable. That's it. And that's why I also hate Anthony because he's predictable. Right now, he needs to take his game to the next level. But Jesus and Odegaard, they're unpredictable. You'll never know what they're going to do. They're really, to me, Jesus is world class. This season, Odegaard has proven that he's top class. if he can come out and give us the same season or more, like has given us in this season of 2022-2023 next season, he's going to be world class. He's going to be world class. Arguably, he's the best player in the Premier League. That is Odegaard. Odegaard, the best player in the league this season. Now, we all know that today Arsenal is playing Crystal Palace, and Mikel Arteta has lots of things to say about this game of Palace. He said on how important this game is. He said the most important one, probably because it's the only game that we have before the break. We will do what we have to do, and if we do, we are going to be in a real strong position. Now, this is something that I said, I think like 3 weeks before, that I see Arsenal winning the trophy again because a second chance has been given to them. Yesterday, Man City has gone ahead to put 6 past Burnley. That's it. And they're through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. That means they are not going to be playing into the league. If Arsenal wins today, they are going to be 8 points ahead of City. When City returns, guess what team they are playing? It's Liverpool. It's Liverpool, and Liverpool won't like its team really to be beaten. They don't want to lose, because when they lose, looks like they are being far from their dream of finishing 4th into the league, because they're 8 points behind Manchester United, and Newcastle is 5 points ahead of Liverpool. So Liverpool needs to win the game of City, and they're going to go at Etihad. However much it's a hard place to visit, they're going to go there looking in for a win. And to me, even if they don't win, I think they'll force a draw. When they force a draw and Arsenal win its game against Leeds at Emirates, that means Arsenal would have added more 3 points to make it 11 points ahead of Man City, and City would have gone ahead to pull back 1. That means Arsenal will be 10 points clear. So when the games are really coming in thick and fast like that, with Arsenal left in only one competition, they're going to be playing 1 game per week. It shows you that the momentum is going to be high. The appetite is going to be huge for Arsenal to go on and really take on these players and really take on this team and really beat them left, right, and center. So as it stands, it's really a great chance for Arsenal. And that's why this game is important. It's important. Why? It puts a lot of pressure on City when they are playing Liverpool. That's it. And it's the early kickoff on Saturday. That is 1st April, as soon as we return from the international break. So Arsenal needs to send a message to City that we are 8 points clear, such that the pressure really increases onto the side of Arsenal. Sorry, on the side of City when they are playing Liverpool. And you know, when you go to a team when you're really having pressure, you obviously lose. That's it. Now, Arteta, on changes to the team, he said, well, we have to see, obviously, a lot of players have played 20 minutes versus Sporting Lisbon. That we didn't want to do, especially with the amount of minutes that some players have played. But we will see who is available in which condition. So Arteta is putting himself in a position of thinking of who to start and who not to start, because some players played 120 minutes. Will we see Kieni ahead of Zinchenko? Will we see Jesus ahead of Martinelli, Old Trafford ahead of Martinelli, Reece Nelson ahead of Bukayo Saka? So I think Bukayo Saka never played 120. He just came on through later, and he played close to 50 minutes. I think for him, he's going to start. But those who played 120 minutes are Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Gabriel Magalhaes. I think even Ben White played 120 because he came in through in the 8th minute. You can count Ben White, Granit Xhaka, Martinelli. Close to 6 players played 120 minutes. So he might make some changes, but I think Ramsdale shouldn't be counted. Let's count only 5, because in goal you can even play game every day. That's it. So after that, talking about changes, many of you have been asking yourselves, who is Arteta considering to bring into the position of William Saliba, not to start but to make on the bench as another central defender? Because when you're having when you're having Gabriel Magalhaes and Rob Holding on your bench, in your starting 11, that means you are left with no defender onto your bench. So, Arsenal are calling in a player known as Raul Waters. Waters is a very good defender. I saw him when Arsenal was playing the preseason in Germany and America. He really looked good. He's tall, confident on the ball, and he does the needful for the team. So that's the lad coming in through to really take over that position of William Saliba as Arsenal takes on a side called Crystal Palace today at Emirates. Now, Arteta on the defeat of Sporting Lisbon and looking ahead of Palace match, he said we have to learn from it, but there is no point now spending one bit of energy or thoughts that are going to take any out of Sunday, because we are going to have to be at our best again to collect 3 points off Crystal Palace. With Crystal Palace's manager being sacked, obviously, they are really a team that might be having some truth this time around. But I think Arsenal is going to win this game. I believe it, that Arsenal will win this game of football, and they can't be stopped by that side known as Crystal Palace. So guys, thank you very much for checking through. Rokani David remains my name. What are your thoughts on Jesus and Zinchenko's Wizardry revealed by Martin Odegaard? That they are the reason as to why they are where they are, because they came into the team and the mindset changed totally. Arteta's thoughts on the game of Crystal Palace and how important it is before they head to the international break. Also react to that, and I'll be here reading your comments. And lastly, is called who? Walters, the player coming in for William Saliba. Do you want him to be started or you want him to be on the bench? May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Let's wait and see how the games are really going to go today, because United is also playing in the FA Cup, hosting Fulham at the Old Trafford Stadium. Ciao, ciao. Good morning.